Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn about policy issuance on the Digit Plus portal using this video. Now, this page that you see in front of you, this one is the Digit Plus home page with multiple icons. You have motor insurance, you have travel, uh, you've got loader, all of these icons that you see here. You've got reports, all of it. So when you get into the page and you want to start policy issuance, the icon that you have to look for, the tab that you have to look for is the motor insurance one. So now to get to this page, of course you have to log in using a web user ID and password. Once you do that, you get to this page. So now that you have this page in front of you, let me just log in again. So this is the username and password. I'm not going to disclose this on this video, but you when you go to the main page and you put in the user ID and password, you get this on this page. Hit login, you get this page here. So once you get the home page, click on motor insurance. Now, let's take a look over all of this page that we have, the motor insurance page. You've got the need to start with. You've got here two drop downs. One is the kind of vehicle you want to insure, and the second is it's of the other type of insurance within that particular type that you need to insure. So say we want to issue a four-wheeler comprehensive policy. So in this whole list, you select four-wheeler comprehensive. You can also select four-wheeler third party as per you like, and all the other vehicle categories. But this in this video, we're going to show you the issuance through four-wheeler comprehensive. So you select four-wheeler comprehensive, and once you select four-wheeler comprehensive, then you have got two options. Either it's a vehicle with registration or it's a brand new vehicle. Now, now if you select brand new, a couple of fields will get reduced, but rest of the flow will remain the same. So considering that, what we will do is in this video, we are going to go ahead with the vehicle with registration option. So once you get this option, I'm going to demonstrate with the vehicle with registration one. So that is already selected. You can change the radio button here and it will change. So I select vehicle with registration. Now fill in the registration number. Okay. Then the vehicle make. Say I want an Audi A4 and 1.8 premium edition. The registration month for this, let us say the vehicle was registered in May 2016. The resident city will put in, right now I'm going to put in Bangalore. The pin code, whether the vehicle ownership is individual or corporate. Now, if you select corporate, what would happen is again a few fields would reduce, and you will not be made, and the compulsory personal accident cover will not be mandatory for owner driver, because of course when you are talking about a corporate case, then the driver is not the owner. So that's where you will select either individual or corporate. So I select individual for this flow. Then I fill in the chassis number. Usually the last six digits do. So okay, I fill in the chassis number and the engine number. If you want, you can fill in the full thing as well. But okay, I said all right. So I will put in the engine number and chassis number. Now this is an optional field, partner reference number, which you can fill in or not fill in depending on what your requirement is. This will be reflected in the PR that you get, the premium register report that you can download later on. All right. Now in the previous policy, let me close that. So in the previous policy details, you will say it will ask you details about your previous policy. First thing it will ask is whether you know your details or not. If you don't know your previous policy details, then this case will be considered a break-in. That's for one. So say I know my previous policy details and I have my previous policy details with me. Let me assume that the previous policy is going to expire on 14th, and then I fill in the previous insurer name and I fill in the previous insurer number. This is my previous policy number. Then it will ask you what is the NCB on your existing policy. Say my existing policy NCB was 25. I did that. And it will ask you whether any claim was made on it last year or not. As you already know, if your claim is made, then the NCB gets nullified. The next thing that it will ask you is what kind of policy are we talking about here? Is it only the TP only policy or a comprehensive policy with zero dep, without zero dep, with zero dep, or a comprehensive policy with zero dep and implementation? How does it matter? So say you this right now, what we are doing is a comprehensive policy. If you select TP only policy, then obviously an inspection would be required. A pre-inspection would be required before your vehicle can be insured. And same goes with comprehensive policy without zero dep. So if you are to issue a comprehensive policy right now with zero dep and with zero dep add-on, and you select comprehensive policy without zero dep, if your previous policy is a comprehensive policy without zero dep, then it will ask you for an inspection. Third is comprehensive policy with zero dep. So if you select comprehensive policy with zero dep and then you go on select zero dep as an add-on, you will not be asked for an inspection. It will go through a straight through issuance unless it's a break-in. And again, comprehensive policy with zero dep and EP is if your previous policy had both these add-ons and now you're going to select both these add-ons again, it will not ask for an inspection. So that being said, the policy with me right now is one with zero dep and engine protector. So I select that. I click that here. Oh, and if I forgot to mention, uh, your previous policy expiry date, if it is a break-in case, as in the previous policy expiry date is has already passed, and right now the vehicle is not covered, then you will be asked for an inspection. So let us move on to the next section. You see this additional discounts box. In this, you've got two options. One is you can calculate premium based on the current discount, or you can put in a discount as per your requirement in the partner preferred discount range. This range that you see here, 10 to 80%, will tell you the min and max, the minimum that you need, the minimum percentage that you can put in discount, and the maximum percentage that you can put in. So for now, to just generate this quote, for the sake of this training session, I will click on get quote. So hit on get quote. All right. And we will again come back to this area first before I start talking about the cover details section. So you see in the additional discount section, you have selected digit default discount. So if you scroll down a little bit further, you see this discount summary box. You can see that digit default discount on this particular vehicle is 56%, and the partner preferred discount was also calculated at 56% because, as you could see, we selected this as default. Now, in partner preferred, if I want to change this, I go back here, I uncheck this and say I want a discount of 45%, and I hit on recalculate. Now the quote is recalculated. I scroll down and I see in the discount summary box that yes, partner preferred discount is 45%. And you have the incremental percentage here as well. So if you know about if you know about the way it works, I think that is out of scope of this training video. So I'm not going to demonstrate, I'm not going to elaborate on it now. But overall, you can select your discount percentage range using this method here that we just demonstrated. So after you go down the discount, additional discount box, the next box that comes up is the cover details box. So in the cover details box, you can see that motor third party liability is already selected, own damage, compulsory deductible is already selected. You can add electrical and non-electrical accessories here as well as the CNG kit. Depending on the limits that you see here, you can put in these values. Say I want accessories of non-electrical accessories of 40,000. In this case, it's an Audi A4. Electrical accessories of again 40,000, and I don't have a CNG, so I don't need this. So I uncheck this, and then add-ons. I want uh, the past depreciation protect or zero dep, as well as engine and gearbox protect. So I selected both of them, and in fact, let me also take breakdown, tire, product, and consumer. I've selected all the covers that I need. In the PA owner driver IMT 15.1, this in this particular case, you can see that it is you can uncheck or check this box. If you uncheck this box, you get a declaration that you will confirm that you don't have a driving license, or that you already have an alternate personal accident cover 15 lakh at the date of this policy. So why is it important? Because this is Supreme Court guidelines and we need to adhere to them. You need a personal accident cover of 15 lakh cover, that is compulsory. So select that, and this is put in here. We have this figure here, and if you need unnamed personal accident cover for field driver, unnamed passenger, you can select these here if you want them. I am not going to again PA cover for unnamed passenger. How much do you want? You can put it here. I don't need them, so I'm not selecting these. Again, legal liability cover, legal liability for paid driver, legal liability for employees. IMT 28 to 29. You can select these, unselect these. I don't need this, so I'm not selecting. So I hope this cover detail section is clear. So once your cover detail section is clear, the next section that comes is IDV calculation. IDV applied. You can see that the system is giving me a min and max range of IDV. The minimum range is 14 lakhs 4,483. The maximum is 21 lakhs 6,722. And the IDV that has been applied is the digit default IDV, which is somewhere in the middle. You can change this. Say I want an IDV of 21 lakhs. So I put in 21 lakhs here. And I'm not going to explain goal seek right away. Let us first recalculate this quote, and then I'm going to show to you what goal seek does. So till IDV we have done. Now I hit on recalculate. So now you can see that you already have a quote. This is the code value that you have, and at this stage what I would recommend is, at whatever we have been doing so far, this quote that we have in front of you, this is not saved yet. So that's the reason you have this save quote button. So now that you have a quote which is satisfactory to you, you can go ahead and save this. Before saving this, it asks you to put in the first name of the customer here. So I put in my name here and I hit on save quote. The difference between a quote which has not been saved and the difference and a quote which has been saved is that a saved quote will have a quote number which you can refer to and make changes to the quote again later on in the future. If it is a quote where it has not been saved, you will not be able to edit, or you will not be able to refer back to the quote. So you can see we saved this quote, and once now that we have saved this quote, you see this area here, you get the breakup for the premium. Here you have the option to download the quote, you have the option to email the quote, and so you click on download quote. The difference between a quote which has not been saved and the difference and a quote which has been saved is that a saved quote will have a quote number which you can refer to and make changes to the quote again later on in the future. If it is a quote where it has not been saved, you will not be able to edit, or you will not be able to refer back to the quote. So you can see we saved this quote, and once now that we have saved this quote, you see this area here, you get the breakup for the premium. Here you have the option to download the quote, you have the option to email the quote, and so you click on download quote. Yeah, so the code got downloaded. This is the code that was downloaded. You can see your code copy. So when you go down, you have your registration number, or you can take a look at this code that you have given. My first name, it is giving me my port number, issuance date, all the details that you need: RID, RED, NCV percentage, IDV values. All of these details are here on this code. That's how you get a quote. And this quote is also saved. You have a quote number for this as well. You can see that this quote has a quote number. That is the reason you use the save quote button. So now that you know how to use the save code button. You can also email this code. Click on this, but then you need to again fill in the email ID. So I will just fill in my email ID here. Okay. Again, any change you make after you have saved the code, it will ask you to save the code again if you want that. All right. The code was saved, and I was going to demonstrate to you the email code functionality. So click on email code. It will take a couple of seconds, but what it will do is it will email the code to the email ID of the customer that is written down here, this email ID. All right. So we have covered till IDB calculation. Now we will take a look at the goal seek function. Now, what does the goal seek function do? Now, in the goal seek function, what it essentially does is you can see that the numbers are same here as of now. Say, as a your customer has asked you that you have to issue an insurance policy exactly at 70,000. So you put in 70,000 here, and then you hit on recalculate. So what it does is the system will try to match 70,000 in the best way possible. So say 70,000 is not possible because of the decimal point, because this is linked to this, right? So if let's say it's 42, it might not be able to match. All right. So you can see that it's 42, let's see, it's 49, and we're going to recalculate. ठीक है. So you can see that was the reason the system could not match 70,000. So what GoalSeek does for you is, if you want a particular value that you need to match, say you want to match a 72,000 uh, premium, you put in 72,000 there, and the same will, oops, what happened here? 90,984. This is not the way it was supposed to work. Let me try it again. So I put in at 72,000, and I hit on recalculate. See, now the premium is matched exactly to 72,000. Click on this and you will get the whole breakdown. The system has matched everything so that your final premium is 72,000. This can be useful when you are taking checks from the customer, so you know that if you've already received a check or something and you want to match that quote, you can do that. So that is how GoalSeek works. Let's move on. So you have the cost breakdown here as well, which is the same thing if you click here. That's the one you get here. I have not still saved the code, so I'll go ahead first save the code again. All right. So now is the final stage. You fill in your payment details and make the payment. Now you have the option of doing customer check, agent float, payment link. You can send payment link. You can generate a payment link here, copy and send it to him, or you can select online payment. If you select online payment, it will go to the online payment page. You will get option to do Paytm. You will get option to do credit card payment, debit card payment, net banking. All of those options will be online payment. Now that we are going to do a payment by customer check, I have selected that. I fill in the check number. All right, the date of the check issuance, the IFSC code. So once I put in the IFSC code, the rest of the details, they get automatically filled in. So I selected payment by customer check. I filled in the rest of the details. And if I want, I can go ahead and issue the policy. You can also select agent float, as I said, or you can send payment link, generate payment link. If you select those, the payment link will be sent to the customer. And then after the customer does the payment, the policy will get effective. For right now, for this video, I'm going to select payment by customer check. And before, you'll see if I hit on generate policy, it will ask me for a document, the previous year policy copy. So let me try hitting it, and that's what it asks me. So I upload the document of the previous year policy. Okay, I have to search for it, and this is it. So I would put in my previous year policy, and now hit on generate policy. So as we can see, the policy has been generated. We'll wait a couple of seconds for it to be complete. Yep, now it's complete. and we'll download the policy. Okay, so this is opening up. See, this is the policy that we are talking about, Kormangala First Street, all of it. And the most important one that I had to show you about, remember the additional details column, the additional details that we had filled up, policy issued at Maharaja Honda. This is it. So this is how your policy schedule will look like. And right now we're doing it on a test server. That's why it's a demo policy. But other than this, this is all about it. This is what you will get. You'll get all the information that you need on this policy schedule, and that's all. Thank you.